10 more affordable classics. Real cars, real prices, and plenty of weekend projects. Let's check them out. Car number 1, 1963 Ford Falcon, $4,300, Temecula, California. We start with a simple, clean little cruiser. This is a 1963 Ford Falcon in black, automatic transmission, listed as a good running weekend driver. The seller says it already has some nice updates: new rims, new shocks, a new radio system, and refreshed interior knobs. Interior and exterior are described as clean. It's not perfect though. The rear window glass needs to be installed, but the good news is the seller already has the replacement glass. They are very clear this is not a daily driver. It's more of a fun classic for cruising around town. At $4,300, this is an affordable way into the classic car hobby without breaking the bank. Car number 2, 1963 Chevrolet Corvair 700, $5,000, American Fork, Utah. Here's a really nice example of an interesting classic. A 1963 Chevrolet Corvair two-door sedan with a 4-speed manual transmission, black exterior, baby blue interior, a great color combo. The owner has done a lot of work on this car. Rebuilt one carburetor, replaced head gaskets, rebuilt axle bearings, changed fluids, and serviced the steering and suspension. It also has new tires and a new battery. The seller says it starts easily, shifts well, and has been very reliable. Only minor issue mentioned is that the turn signals sometimes stick. This sounds like a well-loved enthusiast car rather than a neglected project. For $5,000, this is a very honest and usable classic. Car number 3, 1968 Volkswagen Bug, $3,500, Tucson, Arizona. Here's a true old-school project car. A 1968 Volkswagen Beetle that has been sitting for a while. The body is described as fair, interior is clean, and the motor is said to be good. It also comes with a rear bumper and a roof rack that aren't shown in the photos. This isn't a turnkey car. It's for someone who wants a hands-on restoration or a fun weekend tinkering project. At $3,500, it's classic VW fun on a budget. Car number 4, 1964 Plymouth Sport Fury, $10,000, Glendora, California. Now this is a serious piece of 1960s muscle. A 1964 Plymouth Sport Fury, factory AC car, freshly built 383 engine with a Magnum cam, new carb, headers, and new exhaust. It has a 727 automatic transmission, new brakes, new tires, new gas tank, and clean black bucket seat interior with center console. The car is currently in primer gray paint, but the seller says there is no rust and the body is very straight. Mechanically, this one sounds very solid and mostly ready to enjoy. At $10,000, it's the top of our budget, but offers a lot of classic Mopar performance for the money. Car number 5, 1961 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88 Bubble Top, $10,000, Yucca Valley, California. Here's something you don't see every day: a 1961 Oldsmobile 88 Bubble Top, a rare alternative to the much more common Chevy Impala bubble tops. It has the original 394 V8, runs and drives, but needs a new radiator. The seller says rust is minimal for a car of this age, and it hasn't been on the road since 1997. Only about 20,000 of these were made compared to over 170,000 Impalas that year, so this is a pretty unique classic. For someone who wants something different at car shows, this Olds could be a great project.
Car number 6, 1969 Volkswagen Squareback, $6,000, El Paso, Texas. Another classic Volkswagen, this time a Type 3 Squareback. Interior needs restoration, but the engine has recently been repaired and restored. Seller claims it runs like new. Clean title and no major damage reported. At $6,000, it's a bit higher price than most VW projects, but it sounds more like a driver than a fixer. Car number 7, 1961 Chevrolet Corvair Monza, $2,000, Mission Viejo, California. This one is a budget project special. 1961 Corvair Monza that runs and drives, but needs a new transmission because it won't stay in second gear. The engine runs decent, and the seller was using it as a daily driver until the transmission started acting up. Also needs a new hood. At $2,000, this is a cheap entry into classic car ownership if you're willing to do some mechanical work. Car number 8, 1960 AMC Rambler Classic, $600, Waddell, Arizona. And here is the cheapest car on the list. A 1960 AMC Rambler Classic for only $600. Flathead inline-6 engine that spins over by hand, 3-on-the-tree manual transmission, sold with a bill of sale. This is a true restoration candidate, the kind of car you buy if you want a long-term project. Not many classics left at this price anymore. Car number 9, 1966 Plymouth Valiant, $4,000, Chula Vista, California. A simple, honest driver. 1966 Plymouth Valiant, 6-cylinder automatic, 75,000 miles, and the seller says it runs and drives. No fancy options, no big performance upgrades, just a basic, reliable old Mopar. For $4,000, this could be a nice affordable classic to enjoy as is. Car number 10. (1968) Mercedes-Benz 280S, $6,000, Las Vegas, Nevada. We finish with a touch of European class. A 1968 Mercedes W108 280S sedan in tan. The seller says the car is in great condition for its age, starts right up, and can be driven anywhere. Clean title and no major problems reported. These old Mercedes sedans are built like tanks, and $6,000 is a reasonable price for a solid running example. A classy way to cruise in vintage style.
10 more classics, 10 more possibilities. From cheap projects to solid drivers, there's something here for every taste and budget. If you enjoy these classic car tours, hit like and subscribe. More fun's coming soon.